that. Weak, spineless, and everybody, including Ukraine, including everybody, walked all over us, okay? Besides Trump is a matador, okay? He's strong, and he's America first, and he doesn't play no games. And you know what, Pierce, just really fast, I want to get to why. And I actually took notes. Pierce, why is all this happening? Why are we where we are?
Let's do a quick history. Okay. Well, let's see. We've got, do we bingo card this? No. Well, let's just think about it. We have NATO expansion. We've got, in 2014, the US-backed coup. And then we have weakness from Biden in general.
In this video, Destiny reacts to a clip from Piers Morgan Uncensored. Destiny takes issue with Vinny from the PBD Podcast views on MAGA and Ukraine. With that, let's watch Destiny come close to having a stroke and get way more worked up than anyone ever watching a clip from Piers Morgan Uncensored.
But it's been refined now, so it's not as extreme.
Europe as a whole has given far more, actually not far more, but more than the United States in regards to aid to Ukraine. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to start busting some myths, and we actually need to start spitting some facts. Another big problem that we've got, and that I think is actually reprehensible.
Can we get a fact check? Can we get a fact check on this fact that's literally not debated by any credible person on the entire fucking planet? And then so now we have to waste time debating this fact that's not really debated. No, it's not debatable. There is no source for this claim other than literally Donald Trump. That's it. But yeah, can we get a fact check on that? Why? Even if we get a fact check, you're going to ask where it came from, and then you're not going to believe it.
You're basically bringing up numbers here. I would like to know where these numbers are coming from.
Where do these numbers come from? Why were you able to bring up a number with no citation?
Because you can't.
I can say, Rob, I interviewed.
Oh, good job. We got Pierce coming in here with the facts. Thank you.
President Zelensky myself 2 weeks ago and crunched these numbers with him. And what is clear is they've not even received nearly half the money that has been awarded to them from Congress. But the amount that's been...
Now remember, hold on. There was a quick update. They patched this, okay? Trump patched this in the middle of one of his speeches. It's not the U.S. aid that was given to them by the U.S. It's that the U.S. aid promised in totality and not yet paid by the U.S. So you just say the U.S. aid that is promised by the U.S. is greater than what Europe has currently paid out. That's the new talking point. I don't know if he got the upgrade in time, though. Let's see if he's gotten the upgrade. Hold on.
Awarded from Congress is actually about half the amount Donald Trump keeps saying. It's nearly like 160 billion, not 350 billion.
Yeah.
I want to make a point with that, Piers. And one thing when it comes to the amount of money that has been sent over to the Ukraine, there has been no oversight with this. It was a basically lawless...
Oh, he says the Ukraine, too. Nice. All of those Kremlin talking points. Get all of those. And no oversight? Really? The United States is just shipping money and military weapons and everything overseas, doing nothing at all with it at all? Just being shipped off into no man's land? Okay. That's cool. Source on that? Also, by the way, you saw what just happened, right? This is the bad faith dance, okay? Where they're constantly stepping on your feet because they don't actually care what the next move is, right? They're just trying to fuck with you, all right? He said, can you source me on that? And Pierce said, oh, yeah. I talked to the president of the country, and then we looked at the numbers together, right? It was probably one of the most authoritative sources that you could have on this. And he goes, okay, well, check this out. Whoa. Check this out, liberal. Pivots to a whole new argument that's not related.
By administration that was printing money and sending it over. There's no oversight to this.
Again,
From one lie to the next. Feels good.
Hang on, Zelensky made it very clear to me that it has all been audited, and he's very happy.
We got a double fact check. Oh, we're getting pressed. This guy's getting pressed. Backs against the wall. Okay, don't worry. Hold on. We can always just say, I need to look into it later. Okay, hold on. Damn, he double fact checked. This motherfucker double fact checked me. Okay. Dimitri told me that we were both on the same fucking payroll here. Okay. Double fact check. What are we going to say? Okay. I don't believe it. We can just say, I don't believe it, or I need to look into it. Just fucking, we always have that out, okay? I don't believe it, or we need to look into it.
Anyone who wants to do another audit of it, you come forward and do that. So let's be clear.
Immediately before doing this video, I did another one with Destiny, and these are painful, man. Anytime anyone starts speaking on here, I don't even know if he's on someone's side or not. I don't know if he's making a point. All he does is complain about whatever the person said. After one, maybe two sentences max, he just starts screaming and getting angry. I don't remember the exact number, but you said has allocated a shit ton of money to Ukraine. And if it's allocated but not been dispersed yet, do you think they're going to say later, well, we know you allocated that to us, but it wasn't actually dispersed? That money is gone. I think he's suggesting that since it hasn't been sent yet, that matters. Who cares? Ukraine is going to get that money. My understanding is we still owe them over $100 billion that's been allocated. You just haven't dispersed it yet. And is Destiny trying to suggest that the Biden administration had oversight over all the money they were sending Ukraine? What oversight, Destiny? And are you really going to sit there and try to suggest like those funds don't get misappropriated? You don't think Zelensky and all his orbiters are lining their pockets? We know it's a corrupt government. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. Why is Destiny so hell-bent on supporting Ukraine? I don't get his logic, if there is any. I don't get his rationale for his positions. Maybe it's because I haven't watched him in a while and I have to learn how to listen to him again. And as I always say, maybe it's going over my head, but I think he's just an angry person that wants to argue with anything anyone says to feel smart or show how much smarter he is than them. I don't know. Let's get back to the video.
As I think Mesa made a very good point there. There is a lot of bullshit swirling around about this war. A lot of figures.
Oh, he's got it. He's like, another audit? Why? Because the first one was bullshit? And then if you do another audit, it's good. It's like, we can do another one if you want. You want to do another one? Why? Because the first two were bullshit?
Are not the correct figures.
The last thing we want is more, government bureaucracy? Oh, them auditing themselves. We have that talking about too. You mean the Ukrainians audited themselves and they found nothing wrong?
I want to bring in the other guests. Hang on, I'll come back to you. I want to bring in Vinny. Vinny's been waiting.
Oh, okay. No more pressing. No more pressure. All right, we're good.
Usually patiently, Vinny, I have to say. So congratulations for your rare outburst of patience. Vinny, I want to play a clip to you, and I want to see how comfortable you feel when you hear the words of Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov.
Matt donated $50. Been watching for 7 years, but just started watching live. Wanted to say thanks. The JonTron debate pulled me out of the alt-right pipeline, and I work professionally for Dem political campaigns. Cool. Tell them to be meaner.
Listen to him.
Trump,
he's a pragmatist. His slogan is common sense, of course, and everybody already sees that. A shift to a different way of doing things. But the goal is still MAGA.
Make America great again.
Make America great again. He's got a new cat now. Everything that Trump
they even have it in Russian. They even say that. That's so cute. Nice.
promised, he did. You see? This gives politics a lively human character.
What's your response to that?
I love, hey, guess what? Common sense, Piers. The guy sounds like he's making some sense. Opposed to Joe Biden, because Piers, let me, first of all, thank you for your service, Rob. I love you to death, and for the other gentleman, anybody that's serving our country, better as well. But let's get back to brass tacks. But this is all because of this last administration, and there's a contrast. Joe Biden was a doormat.
He was a doormat. Remember, this election wouldn't have happened under Donald Trump. The world respected Donald Trump.
Weak, spineless, and everybody, including Ukraine, including everybody, walked all over us, okay? Besides Trump is a matador, okay? He's strong, and he's America first, and he doesn't play no games. And you know what, Piers, just really fast, I want to get to why. And I keep took notes, Piers, why is all this happening? Why are we where we are?
Let's do a quick history. Okay. Well, let's see. We've got, do we bingo card this? No. Let's just think about it. We have NATO expansion. We've got, in 2014, the U.S.-backed coup. And then we have weakness from Biden in general. Weakness from Biden, 2014 coup. And weakness from Biden, 2014 coup, NATO expansion. Let's go with those three. Yeah, let's go with those three.
NATO. Why was NATO trying to expand the border when they promised not to
expand? Do the quote now. 1 inch eastward. Do that quote. Do the Baker quote out of context.
All the way to Russia's border. Okay, why did Joe Biden invite Russia and you guys to look at the clip?
Oh shit! Invite Russia into Ukraine, or invite Russia into NATO, and invite Ukraine into NATO, also to kind of not.
He invited them to do a minor incursion. He basically invited them to attack Ukraine. He said that to Putin, and you know what? And now 300.
Oh, that's a new talking point. I'm sorry. Was there an update? What was the Biden invitation to attack Ukraine? Oh, I haven't downloaded that update yet. My bad. Okay, new talking points.
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
To do a minor incursion. He basically invited them to attack Ukraine. He said that to Putin. And you know what? And now $350 million. You guys can fact check the numbers. I'm an American, okay? And I'm a veteran as well. I don't want $1, here's one, going to any country when we have United States veterans, me and Rob are the fortunate ones, that are dying in the streets, that are homeless. I go to VAs, veteran hospitals. Piers, it will make you cry, the type of service that my brothers and sisters go through that served and fought in our...
VA had higher ratings under Biden than it did under Trump, by the way. Also, what do they think about the VA cuts that are coming up? Trump administration plans to cut 80,000 employees from Veterans Affairs, according to internal memo. Now, it's just an internal memo. Maybe they won't actually do that.
Are dying for this freaking country, right? And how many people have died in this pointless freaking war? Because you know what? Up here's this whole why. War is a racket, okay? All of this is just all about the money. And I want to know, what's the goal, Piers? Why are these people, these warmongers, they don't give a shit about Ukraine. They're just trying to mess with who...
If it's, then who invaded? Hello?
Because they want war with Putin. You know why? Which country has the most natural resources and minerals on the planet, Piers? You want to take a guess? Take a wild guess.
Where's Russia?
Russia. 75
Is Destiny trying to argue that the United States under Joe Biden wasn't a doormat? The entire world knew that under Joe Biden, if they asked us for money for anything, they would get it. Ukraine's a perfect example. Did we ever ask for anything in return? No, just giving them money for a war that's not ours while we have more problems than you can shake a stick at in this country. And at least the way he talked about it, I'm assuming that Destiny thinks America first is a bad thing. Again, help me in the comments. I completely acknowledge I'm not a political expert, but what is the argument against America first? I don't get that. We have so many problems. Why wouldn't everyone be happy to keep our tax dollars in our country and address any of the bajillion things that are going wrong here? And I hated acknowledging this, but I have multiple times, but I know Destiny's a smart guy. I mean, he predicts what people are going to say before they say it. Like he's like, I know what the talking points are. I think that's just a mechanism for him to remind us how much smarter he is than all of us. And he asked about the internal memo cutting 80,000 employees from the VA. I understand why that sounds disturbing, but think how much money they're saving that can be reallocated to the VA to best serve people. More employees doesn't mean better service. More employees doesn't mean better quality of care. So what are you bitching about, dude? Let's wrap it up.
$1 trillion. It's all about the money. None of these people give a shit about the Ukrainian soldiers.
Wait, what?
Putin because they want war with Putin. You know why? Which country has the most natural resources and minerals on the planet, Piers? You want to take a guess? Take a wild guess.
Where's Russia?
Russia, $75 trillion.
What does that have to do with anything? Are we going to steal resources from Russia or what? What?
It's all about the money. None of these people give a shit about the Ukrainian soldiers. Piers, zero. And you guys want to talk about freedom? What's the conscription that's happening in Ukraine? I've seen.
Oh my God, today. So we had no freedom. That's fine if you want to say that, conscription in Ukraine, okay? But then can you just say this? America had no freedom in World War II. We agree with that, right? We had no freedom, right? Be honest about it.
In the videos, they run up to men, sons, fathers, uncles. They grab them out of the street. They throw them in vans and they put them in the front lines. Who's a dictator, Piers? That's a dictator. Okay.
All right,
I'm not taking sides with Putin.
okay.
Oh, look at that. I love these stupid fucking smiles from these fucking retarded dipshits who spent way too much time.
Two things Piers can exist at the same time.
Quickly, Benia.
Putin's a bad guy, but this war is bullshit.
Okay, Betty, I'll come to you in 1 second. I just want Kira to respond to what Benita said.
It's very painful, and I just want to defend my countrymen, brave
Well,
men
the
and
truth
women
hurts, I'm sorry.
who are
The
fighting
truth
for.
If the truth hurt, this guy is going to be the softest, most unhurt person on the planet because nobody would avoid pain or truth like this guy. Jesus.
Did Destiny just say something he hates smiles from dipshits that spend too much time and then he faded out? Is he talking about the people on the panel that smile and he's saying they spend too much time on politics? That's all you do, Destiny, and you're not even on a panel. You're just sitting here complaining. Your insults don't even make sense. And I'm surprised you didn't throw some overtly sexual insult in there, which always creeps the hell out of me. You do it constantly. And Ukraine is all about the money. We know it's a crazy, corrupt government, and I have nothing to back this up, but I think that's one of the reasons he's so slow to accept any deals or try to really achieve peace with Russia, because I think he wants this gravy train to continue going. I would love to know Zelensky's net worth prior to the Russia-Ukraine conflict and after. He would rival, you know, the Clintons and Obama. But we want to hear from you. What do you all think of this shit show of, yes, Destiny just yelling at everyone who speaks on here and stopping it every 2 to 3 seconds to scream and get angry at the screen? What am I even watching? Maybe you guys can, honestly, if someone knows the point of Destiny's comments, please let me know. Or if he's right about something that I've called him out for, please let me know. Because it's getting to the point where every Destiny video I watch, I'm just confused at the end. But let us know what you think in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.